Are regular masks working to stop the spread? As we mentioned, new cases of COVID-19 in Virginia and North Carolina are rising. In fact, the Tar Heel state broke a record today. So here are the latest numbers. More than 18,000 cases in Virginia today. Compare that to more than 15,000 yesterday. In North Carolina, more than 28,000 new cases of COVID. Yesterday, there were about 24,000 reported. With this spread, we're asking if regular masks are enough to keep people safe. 10 on your side, Stephanie Hudson talked with one of the region's top health experts at Eastern Virginia Medical School. Steph, what do you have to say?
Well, Anita, this morning I spoke with Dr. Edward Oldfield about this huge surge in cases, why the mask you're wearing might not protect you from Omicron, whether schools should shut down, and when this might all finally be over. While COVID cases are at an all-time high in Hampton Roads, the number of people dying is going down.
Fortunately for us, uh, Omicron has much less, tenfold less virus in the lung. So we're not seeing as much pneumonia.
Omicron has more virus in the airways, Dr. Oldfield explained. That's why it's 20 times more contagious than the original COVID strain, and why he says everyone should be wearing a mask in public.
It's what we call source control.
But evidence is emerging that cloth masks may not be as effective against Omicron.
If you have diabetes, if you're overweight, if you're over 65, then you ought to be looking at an N95 mask.
If you can't find or afford an N95 or it's uncomfortable, Oldfield suggests wearing a regular surgical mask with a cloth mask over it.
One thing you do not want to do with Omicron is wear these single layer masks like a bandana or a gaiter or something like that. I think they would be essentially completely ineffective.
Schools, he says, should not go optional, but believes they should remain open.
I think for societal reasons, it's better to keep the schools open.
With masking and vaccines, Oldfield says the weight of the evidence suggests going to school is safe. And when more people get immunized and the Pfizer pill to treat COVID is more available by prescription, he believes we'll enter a new phase.
Then I think we're going to shift into what we call an endemic phase, where it's just like the common cold.
There are currently 4 coronaviruses, he says, that cause about 30% of the common cold. He suspects that each one of them went through some sort of phase like this and then became endemic, where they come back each winter and we just live with it. In the newsroom, Stephanie Hudson, 10 on your side.
Thanks, Steph.